Lamar Jackson, going back to the 2019 regular season, has not beaten a team above 500. His total QBR drops off 19 points from its regular place. And so let us begin the conversation there, and we'll bring Ryan Clark into the conversation and say good morning to RC. People will look at this and they will say Lamar Jackson, spectacular, but he cannot beat the good teams in big games. What do you think?
You heard Lamar Jackson say, if I do that, then we would have won the game. Right now, that would be the title of his 30 for 30. If I did that, we would have won the game. You can say the same thing against the Los Angeles Chargers. You can say the same thing against the Tennessee Titans. And you can go to the 3 games against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs that he's lost and say the exact same thing. If Lamar Jackson plays better, if Lamar Jackson finds ways to get in efficient passing games, if Lamar Jackson finds ways to make plays, then the Baltimore Ravens win. But it's been too many times in the big game, in the most important moments, that Lamar Jackson and his offense hasn't made the plays to win football games. Right now, they are viewed through a championship bubble. And in that bubble, they don't win when the team's as good. They don't win when the rosters stack up. They don't win when they can't physically dominate. They couldn't yesterday. And because they couldn't, he needed to be an efficient passer down the field and outside the numbers, and he couldn't do it. He has not done it. And until he does, this will always be the story of Lamar's big games. If I would have done that, we could have won the game.
Rex, you are his biggest fan.
Right.
You have been championing Lamar Jackson back to a time when almost no one else was. Is he doing enough? Are they doing enough to win a championship the way they're playing?
Yeah, and it's interesting because Ryan and I have been through these matchups a million times apiece. But the most physical team generally wins that matchup yesterday specifically. Mm-hmm. Baltimore was way more physical than Pittsburgh was. Mm-hmm. Guys, they outgained them 2-1. I mean, over 50% more. Right. I mean, they just destroyed them, and they didn't. They bludgeoned them. And the thing is, we're going to look at this. Lamar, he talked about it. Those turnovers, that's what cost the game. They're up 10 points, and they just blew it. And, man, I mean, the Ravens, I come out of this game, I am fired up because I ran the ball down Pittsburgh's throat, something that was supposed to be impossible to do, and you guys accomplished it, yet you never won the game. It's frustrating. But, guys, whatever we do, the biggest mistake we can make is what Baltimore's done this year. They're trying to make this guy somebody he's not. He's never going to be Aaron Rodgers. But you know what? He doesn't have to be. He was the league MVP last year. Let him do it. Look, Lamar, if that dude's there, fine. Okay, and the protection's fine. Sit in that pocket, wait till a guy separates. If he doesn't, take off with it. And there's nothing wrong with that, and he doesn't need to apologize for it. And to me, will he win the big game? He hasn't done it yet, but I'm saying yet.
I don't know. The narrative and the questions are going to remain. I mean, he gifted the Steelers 17 points. And here's my thing. The Steelers know it. The Steelers know exactly how to play against Lamar Jackson because they've done it 2 times in a row.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.